The Albigensian Crusades, 1209 to 1229, were a series of military campaigns launched by the Catholic Church against the Cathars, a religious group deemed heretical, in the Languedoc region of southern France. The Crusades were a watershed moment in medieval history, blending religious zeal with political and territorial ambitions. Understanding why they happened requires examining the interplay of religious, political, and social factors in the 12th and 13th centuries. The rise of the Cathars. The Cathars, also known as Albigensians, after the town of Albi, emerged in the 11th century as a dualist Christian sect. They rejected many Catholic doctrines, including the authority of the clergy, the sacraments, and the materialistic nature of the Church. Instead, they embraced a puritanical worldview, viewing the material world as inherently evil and advocating a return to spiritual purity. The movement found fertile ground in the Languedoc region, where local lords favored tolerance and decentralization, allowing the Cathars to flourish. By the early 13th century, the Cathars had gained significant influence, posing a direct challenge to Catholic orthodoxy and the authority of the Church. Religious motivations. Pope Innocent III, one of the most influential medieval popes, viewed the Cathars as a grave threat to Christendom. Their rejection of Catholic dogma undermined the Church's spiritual and temporal authority. Efforts to peacefully convert the Cathars through preaching and debate largely failed, leading the Pope to declare them heretics. In 1208, the assassination of a papal legate, believed to have been orchestrated by Cathar sympathizers, provided the pretext for a more forceful response. Innocent III called for a crusade, offering spiritual rewards, such as indulgences, to knights willing to join the campaign. Political and territorial ambitions. The Languedoc region was a politically fragmented area under the control of powerful local lords, such as the Counts of Toulouse, who were seen as either sympathetic to the Cathars or unwilling to suppress them. The Crusade provided an opportunity for northern French nobles to assert dominance over the south and expand their territories under the guise of religious warfare. Simultaneously, the French crown sought to strengthen its control over the fragmented territories of southern France. By supporting the Crusade, King Philip II and later his successors could align himself with the Church while consolidating royal authority. The Crusades and their aftermath. The Albigensian Crusades were brutal and devastating. Towns suspected of harboring Cathars were razed, and tens of thousands of people, Cathars and non-Cathars alike, were killed. The most infamous event was the massacre at Béziers in 1209, where an estimated 20,000 people were slaughtered. The crusade formally ended in 1229 with the Treaty of Paris, which marked the subjugation of Languedoc to the French crown and the establishment of the Inquisition to root out remaining heretics. Conclusion. The Albigensian Crusades happened because of the confluence of religious intolerance, papal ambition, and political opportunism. They represent a dark chapter in medieval history, showcasing how the intertwining of faith and power could lead to widespread violence and repression.